Hi everyone, it's Bradley the Singing Chef coming to you today with another side dish recipe from my arsenal of good Southern home cooking. Now today we are going to make fried okra. Now okra gets a bad rep for being weird and slimy, and I don't know what that thing is when I see it at the grocery store. So we are going to demystify this vegetable today. We're also gonna fry it. So there's not much to leave to the imagination when it comes to frying. So here's what an okra looks like. It is a pod, okay? Like about this long, there's a stem end and a little pointy end at this end of the pod. Within there, there's lots of seeds, and that's where things get interesting. The slimy part is on the inside a little bit, and you know, slimy is a terrible word to use in a cooking show, but it kind of just is a little bit, but it's not a lot. So the first thing we're going to do is I've already chopped about, I don't know, 8 or 10 of those pods. You can use the pointy end. We're just going to take these and slice them. I don't use the root end, so I discard that over there. All these other pieces go in my bowl. Over here in my cast iron skillet, I have some peanut oil working. You can use whatever oil you want to fry in. Canola or vegetable oil would work just fine. All right, now I'm just making a small batch of okra for just me today, so you may certainly need more than this recipe if you were trying to feed your family. I'm gonna check my temperature of my oil. Yep, it is at frying level, so I need to get going. I'm gonna turn down that heat a little bit. If you stick that end of the wooden spoon into the oil and you see bubbles around the edge of the spoon, that means you are good to go for temperature. I need to turn that down just a little bit while I continue working over here. Now, the basis for our batter on okra, this is another thing that I think okra gets a bad rap. If you get like frozen fried okra, or even in some restaurants, they serve you this okra that has this like outer casing of breading that's like an armadillo to get through, to actually get to the okra. My family's version of the recipe does not have that much breading on it. So yes, it's fried, the breading is far lighter. Now the breading for fried okra is actually based more in cornmeal in my family than it is in flour. Others use more flour, but mine is more cornmeal. We're gonna take some buttermilk and I'm just gonna do a little splash. This is a step that my family doesn't always do, but I'm just trying to get the majority of the breading to just stick. So I literally, just a splash, that's all it takes, to the outside of the okra. Then I'm gonna take my cornmeal, and I'm going to, for this batch, use about 1/3 of a cup of cornmeal into the bowl, followed by 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, I'm going to do a large pinch of salt into that, and then my last secret weapon for frying is cornstarch. But since I've got a pretty small batch, it's not going to take a lot. I'm going to do 1.5 teaspoons of cornstarch into that mix. All right. And then we just toss all of that around in the bowl. The buttermilk helps adhere that cornmeal-based batter to your okra. Great. Looks like tiny little snowballs. All right, check this oil again. Now that I turned it down a little bit, it's gonna have to come back up to temp a little bit. Oh, it's still okay. Great, and that's as easy as it gets for fried okra. I'm gonna toss one in. Yep, it is ready to fry. Okay, I'm going to get these in the pan. Should not take too long to fry. fry all of these because it's a fairly small batch, like I said. Into the pool, guys. It is still hot here in Florida, so there are still kids at the community pool in my area. I hope they are social distancing because that's what they should be doing. All right, now with these okra, you're gonna wanna pull them out into a flat layer in your frying pan. If you don't have a cast iron, you can use any other frying pan. I just like cast iron because I think it distributes heat really well. And then you're just gonna keep an eye on these, and as they continue to fry, they'll get brown on that first side, and just let them be. Don't toss them around a ton in the pan. Just let them go. And once it gets brown on one side, then I usually use like some sort of a slotted spatula or a spider to kind of flip them. Make sure that they get brown on both sides and cooked all the way through. It's not gonna take very long. Now, if any of you happen to be watching me who went to college with me, I went to Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee. And during my college years, my grandparents were still alive, and I had the great blessing of the bounty of their garden. And one thing that was always grown in their garden was okra, okay? Like I said, it is a Southern home cooking classic side dish. And they would send me back from visiting them with these packs of okra that were already chopped, like already in little freezer bags. And I would just have those in my freezer. They'd also send me creamed corn, which I know you've hopefully seen that video by now to learn how to make homemade creamed corn fresh off the cob. And that was our tradition, to pair fried okra that's salty and crunchy with some sweet, sweet, buttery creamed corn. So that's what we're gonna do today, and I'm really excited about it. I don't know if you can tell, because it is really one of my favorite childhood memories, as well as one of my favorite things in the world to eat when it comes to Southern cooking. So these okra are gonna continue to fry for a bit before I flip them around, and I will be right back. All right, guys, we are back. My okra is frying to a crispy golden brown, beautiful level of yum. Cannot wait. Oh my goodness gracious. So I'm going to turn off my heat. And like I said, with a slotted something, whether it's a spoon or a spatula or a spider, you're going to get these out of the pan and put them on a plate that's lined with a paper towel. That's just going to be for any excess oil to drain off of your fried okra. One of my dear friends here in Orlando, Michelle Amato, saw a picture of this okra on my family's plate. Actually, I posted a picture because my parents and I went to go visit them and we cooked dinner together, and fried okra was, of course, on the plate, and she goes, "Oh my goodness, that looks like my family's version of fried okra. Are you going to do a video?" So here we are, Michelle. This one is for you, my friend. All right, like I said, I'm just making a small batch for little old me. So now that I have that out of the pan and on my paper towel lined plate to drain, I'm going to take a little pinch of salt and just salt them fresh out of the oil. That way the oil will help that salt stick to the okra. I've got to show you these. Look at these crispy golden nuggets of joy. Oh my goodness, cannot wait. All right, so I will tell you that the cooking time for that one little batch of okra honestly took a whopping total of like 6 minutes. Like, it doesn't take long at all. Maybe 3 minutes on that first side, flipped them over, ran them around in the pan to get the other side in the oil to continue frying. And that was it. I mean, honestly, about 6 minutes worth of work for a great side dish. Now, like I told you, for me, you can't have fried okra without creamed corn. And I just happened to have accidentally made some creamed corn. So I'm going to take this paper towel out from underneath. Listen to that sound. Oh my gosh, they're so crunchy. Take that paper towel out. I've got some fresh creamed corn here. Now you do you, but my family, we put this sweet cream corn right on top of that okra. So that's how I'm going to eat it. All right, y'all, I'm going in. Oh. This just tastes like home to me. The crispy, salty, fried okra. No slime anymore. She's fried. No more slime. It is amazing. And then the sweet cream corn against it. There's just nothing better. I mean, when it comes to Southern cooking, this is what is in my brain. Give me some fried chicken biscuits and this, and I am a happy, happy man. I hope you will try frying your own okra in your own kitchen after following this recipe and seeing how simple it is. Trust me, you want to try it. This is going to be something that your family's going to be like, can I have more of that okra thing? Trust me, you're going to want to make this. Thank you so much for joining me today on Bradley the Singing Chef. Please subscribe, like, and share my videos so that I can spread some more love, joy, and good cooking. Thanks so much.